people, how we all doing? How we all doing? Good evening, beautiful evening to you. It's been a very rainy day up and here. What's happening on your own end? Is it a Sunday? Is it a rainy day? Is it a snowing day? Is it a heat hot day? What's going on your own end? Please let us know in the comments section. All right, let us know also where you're watching from. This is the R4M Studios and I am Prolific, and it's a delight, always a delight, always a delight, always a delight, always a delight to be on the live show. All right, and what makes it a delight is the fact that I know that you guys are going to show up, and when you show up, you get to share perspectives that we never really thought about, right? So that makes it interesting. As I always love to talk, as I always love to say, that it's not a monologue here in on the live show. It is actually a dialogue. Okay, so it takes a two-way traffic to make this very interesting. This is that very show where we make sure that parallel lines meet at the very end. Yeah, so we'll cross in this very place. We cross-pollinate ideas, we cross-pollinate knowledge that helps you to maintain a very healthy relationship, and not just a healthy if you have a healthy relationship, you're definitely going to have a happy relationship, right? So while you're looking for a happy relationship, you have to understand that it takes knowledge to have a healthy relationship that now leads you to the end product, which is a happy relationship. My God, I feel like I'm on fire tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to keep my steez, all right? Yeah, so I'm really delighted to have you all. So once you show up, so I found out that there are a few people who are undercover agents. So when they get to watch our shows, they get to take notes, they get to learn, they can use it, apply it, it works for their relationships. I remember about 3 weeks ago, we talked about how to spice your relationship. And some brothers, some handsome men decided they were going to use one of the tips, which is buy your lady suya. It did work. They used it, it worked. They did not give man of God tithes. We know say tithes, they cause problem for this country right now. But yeah, the point is when you learn something, be able to give feedback and say, oh, this thing that you prescribed, it actually did work. Same thing when someone is ill, you go to the hospital and they give you drugs, right? They begin to watch you, or if you're on admission, they get to watch you. The same way the same day you were admitted and how you felt is not the same way you are expected to feel on the day of your discharge, all right? So feedback is very important, all right? You guys have been doing so well so far. Just before we dive into the topic for tonight, for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, please do well to let us know in the comment section, all right? Also, we've been running this photo contest for a while now, and it's been interesting, it's been engaging, and you know, we've had 2-3 phases of evictions, and now finally the very hot phase where we get to streamline and have people in a closed group for them to be able to contest a lot more. So yeah, this is the point where you don't say, I'm tired, I know do again. This is that point where you say, whatever it takes, I'm going to get the prize, all right? And it's really funny that, you know, when I wouldn't want to call names because this is live show, yeah? I wouldn't want to call names, but it's quite confusing that we would have say reality TV shows, and then people get to pay money, people get to use their money to, vote for people, and then you have gold on a platter, and then you're saying you're going to walk away from it. 1 million naira is a big deal. It's a very big deal. I know there's inflation, but then 1 million naira is going to really cushion a whole lot of pressure in your life. Yes, it is. So I really think this is me trying to encourage those who made it, who are now in the closed group. Please do well to make sure that you push. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your local government chairman to follow us on every social media platform and to push for you to like, to share, to talk about it. All right. So, okay, tonight we have a very interesting topic, and I'm going to be visiting Facebook first. Facebook first. We have the first person who is on live. She's on live. because she's alive. You have to be alive for you to be alive. Good God, I feel something tonight. There's, the topic is it's such an irony. Like the topic should be something that will make you sad, but then I'm excited. What is wrong with me? All right, we have blessing in then faith moi on the line, and blessing faith moi is saying hi. Okay, even though that's not her voice, but I'm just trying to picture how feminine she says hi. Okay, no, that's not her voice. Hi guys. That sounds like what she would say, but she said hi online. All right, Faith Ma, how you doing? It's good to have you on the live show. Also, we have one of my very own main men all the way from Ikoyi, Lagos State. None other but Sean Worcester. Hi, Sean. How are you doing? It's been a while. Not spoken to you, not seen you on live for a while. Okay, but hope to see you a lot more now. So the topic for tonight is we need by drum. The topic for tonight is how to deal with rejection. Okay, how to deal with rejection. One more. How to deal with rejection. So this is how we're going to be doing this. We're going to be dropping it like it's hot, right? We're going to drop it like it's hot. We're going to be saying a whole lot in a very short period of time. So just consider tonight's show like a hamburger, all right? Consider it to be a hamburger where you have different different ingredients, and then all packed in one and compressed for you. All right. So before we go dive in straight, we'll have to visit our YouTube channel. And on YouTube, 2 days ago, or was it yesterday, he came on live very late because woman was yeah. So but today there's no woman around him, so he's on live. And he's usually the first person to comment. And we have Jerry Aboki from our YouTube channel. Jerry Aboki says, good evening, everyone. How you doing? Yeah, that's my man. That's how we do it. That's how we roll, all right? That's how stars do, man. That's how stars do. Yeah. Jerry Aboki says, how you doing? Then he says also, this is topic. All right, so we're going to rush this topic like we did rush hot tea for Inside Co. All right, yeah, so we're going to be rushing this topic. So this is how we're going to be rolling tonight. If you're online already, please do well to tell us how you got to handle rejection at some point of your life. Tell us how you got to handle rejection, okay? And then we'll make progress. Because when you see the topic, how to handle rejection, you will just go carry biro. Kai, I'm not old, I beg. I almost said just go carry eleganza. I'm like, where the hell did eleganza come from, okay? So you just go carry biro and paper, oh yeah, 30 steps on how to deal with rejection. No, before we do that, I'd like to hear from us, the public, because this is a conversation. Please let us know, how did you deal with rejection when you went through heartbreak? All right. So yeah, I was telling my colleague this morning, I don't have the slightest clue why I've had this song playing in my head. I've been rebuking the song with all that is in me. I've been rebuking the song. And what is the song? The song is Last. Now everybody go chop breakfast. I'm like, where did that song come from? For crying out loud. All right. So, and then rejection, I mean, break it down in Nigerian day term, street term, is breakfast. How do you deal with breakfast? All right. I know some people will say, breakfast, we chop like 13 plates. No, we're talking about rejection, not that kind of breakfast. So how do you deal with rejection, or how have you been able to deal with rejection successfully? Please let us know in the comment section. All right. How to deal with rejection. And then we will make progress. I just get to share a few tips, a few thoughts. All right. I get to share a few thoughts. I had to choose my word, not to say tips. Why? Because I met a friend a week ago who went to a bookstore and she got a few books, but yeah, there were a few books, and in her words, she said she doesn't like self-help books. So yeah, I don't want this to sound like some kind of self-help, 30 ways to do this, 16 ways to achieve that, because many times when people get to the second or the third, they just give up. It sounds like so much, all right? So I'm choosing my words, all right? So also we have Kilty Chindo. Kilty Chindo say you're looking good, my brother. Now money na remain. Kilty Chindo say you're looking good. More love to you, sir. Yeah, I love you too, bro. Love you, Kilty Chindo. Okay. So Sean Winston, it's good to see you. How you doing too? I am doing real good. All right, Kilty Chindo says one of the ways to handle rejection, all right? One of the ways to handle rejection is to engage in self-care. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. In fact, not just interesting, that's powerful, all right? So that's coming from Kilty. Kilty Chindo says, one of the ways to engage, one of the ways to deal with rejection is to engage. Wow, I like that word. I like that word. To engage is like saying there is something on this other side that is lying dormant. You know, how do you guys say it, science students, that year, when they say every object is on a waiting until an external force? How do they take all that thing? Oh, we not allow positive we sabi for woman and to collect salary. All right, but you get the point. So nothing happens except an external force acts upon it. So when we talk about engage, it means there's something existing, but you have not tapped. It's on its potential state. It is not kinetic yet. It is not working. It is not mobile. So when they say engage in self-care, it means that you have what it takes to look inwards, to take care of yourself. You have what it takes to give yourself that love you wanted to give the person who couldn't receive it from you. All right. So Kilty Chindos, thank you so much for that. First tip, you said engage in self-care, and really one of the ways I found for myself, you know, in dealing with rejection, first off is this. First off is don't be in denial. All right, don't be in denial that you're not hurt. Now, when someone you're not really close to hurts you, it doesn't really hurt. But when someone you truly love, you've pictured your life with this person, you've envisioned this person to be the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, and the person walks out on you, right? Now, before I go on, let me say this, very important, that sometimes people break relationships, not necessarily because they are bad people, all right? I know there are people who just go into a relationship for fun, waste your time, play around, and then walk out. But I'm saying that not everybody is a bad person. Sometimes relationships don't work out, not because the people are bad people, but they're just two good people that are not meant for each other. All right. And it's very important for us to tell ourselves the truth. So when someone walks out on me and I really love the person, one of the first things I have to do in order to make progress is to understand that I can't afford to walk in self-denial. Okay, so you can't walk in self-denial and be able to get the help that you need for yourself. Okay, so first off, accept the fact that, hey, I have been hurt. I have been hurt. Accept the fact that this person is no longer in my life. Have you realized, for those of you who have been heartbroken, I know those people that like to say, I'm nobody's ex. They won't relate to this. But for those of you who have been heartbroken before, have you realized that heartbreak is painfuler, is painfulest? I know there's no word like that, but heartbreak is painfulest. Permit me to use that word. Heartbreak is painfulest. When, let's say, una break up this night, then you now sleep, now wake up in the morning. It dey be like, say, na dream. Like something happened yesterday, then suddenly you just feel the emptiness. It's like, somebody they say, It's like if you've gone to a dentist to pull your tooth, right? And then they gave you the injection and then it numbs the pain and all that. So that entire area, your jaw just feels heavy. You don't feel the pain. But the moment it begins to wear out, it begins to dawn on you that you actually probably had an extraction. It's the same thing with heartbreak. So the first thing I said is you must understand that you can't afford to live in denial. Why can't you afford to live in denial? It's simple. Because the longer you live in denial, the day the emotions catches up with you, it probably catches up with you in a place where you didn't plan for. You probably go for a birthday party and everybody's dancing and then you just burst out and you're crying. It could just be embarrassing. Why? Because you bottled up emotions. All right, but this generation, we they try. We're beginning to really express thanks to social media. So You can't afford to walk in denial. You must face it headlong and say, hey, I've been hurt. This person is no longer in my life. I can't afford to see this person on so day. We can't hang out. We can't go to the park anymore. We can't go play golf. We can't this. We can't that. This person is gone and this person is gone for good. And I'm going to hurt. I was going to say mourn. I'm going to mourn. Permit me to use the word. I'm going to mourn this person's absence. You know, same thing with when you lose a loved one. They say, Omo, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry because it eases. Tears are like, it washes toxins, right? It washes toxins. So it is okay for you not to bottle up emotions so it doesn't show up some points of your life, all right? So Kilti Chindo also said, engage in self-care. And then he also got to share with us, he said, focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Okay, thank you so much, Kilti. He says, focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Before I talk about strengths and accomplishments, I just want to give you a flip side. Now, it is very possible that when you go through rejection, when you go through heartbreak, it is very possible that something defensive, comes up where your partner probably tells you, I'm not comfortable with A, B, C, I'm leaving you because of A, B, C. And then you just go like, hello, I'm the best thing that happened to you after sliced bread. Like, guy, do you even know what you're talking about, right? And then he or she walks out on you. Well, let me not use the word walks out. He or she decides to call off. I think that's a lot more mild. He or she decides to call off the relationship, right? We have a tendency to not work on those weaknesses that our partner pointed out for us. Why? Because we are hurt. And that is a natural thing that happens. So it takes a whole lot of discipline for you to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to have a meeting with myself, all right? And I will want to add that to engaging in self-care. Be able to say, you know what, I'm not just going to take care of myself. I'm not just going to tell myself sweet nothings. I'm not just going to give myself a pep talk. I'm also going to tell myself the truth. Am I really the way my partner said I am? Because, you see, becoming an improved version is for you. It's not even for your partner, first off. It's for you. All right? You are living with you. Your spirit is living, your soul is living in a body. You are living with yourself. All right? So it is important that we look inwards and we're truthful. Let me use the word, we are objective. All right, we're objective with our weaknesses, not just our strengths. All right, so when you're done looking at your weaknesses and you are willing, they call it SWOT analysis, which is your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are the opportunities? How do I take charge of opportunities? And what are the threats? Your threats could be your temptations. Your threats could be that's your vulnerability. Your threats could be how it is that you don't understand boundaries with the opposite sex. All right. So that could also be your threat. So, and you don't get to that point if you are not objective. And it's something that if you are going to hold on to the pain, trust me, you cannot be objective with yourself. And remember, you're not doing this for the other person. You're doing it first off for yourself to be a better person. And then when you move from your weaknesses, you begin to look at your strengths. Why do you have to look at your strengths after rejection? Remember, we're talking about dealing with rejection. And if you're just joining, please do well to share this video so we can all learn and it can reach a wider audience. All right. So why do you have to now dwell on your strengths after your weaknesses? It's simple. It's like giving yourself an appraisal. You see, if you have black, you have white. If you have left, you have right. If you have an up, you have a down. All right. So you're not just made up of weaknesses. You have strengths also. And what you focus on is going to grow. So when I'm done being objective with my weaknesses, I should be able to look at my strengths. What can I do? What are my skill sets? What are the things I've been able, what is the testimony about my life? I mean, there are people who have exes and today they are good friends. Why? And you even hear some of the exes say stuff like, "Omo, guy, you don't improve," or "Omo, babe, you're looking good." The looking good is not just physical appearance. It is you have grown, you have improved. Woo! There's just so much. There's just so much. Do you realize that there are people, and this is not me trying to demean anyone, okay? Please get it in context. This is not me trying to demean anyone. Do you realize that specifically when you look at people with a phlegmatic temperament, especially people with a phlegmatic temperament, do you realize that they thrive better when they go through rejection? Think about it. Phlegmatic people with a phlegmatic temperament, they have a tendency to thrive better, to progress faster when they go through rejection. Am I saying you should start praying for rejection in your life? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying at the same time that life happens. So what do you now do when life happens? Do you just throw in the towel? I was saying something about throwing in the towel, and I was saying just because you've had a bath doesn't mean you just throw your towel. See, you don't throw in the towel because life jam you at some point. No, there's still more. Your life is not a sentence. Your life is a book. It's a whole book. So how do you deal with rejection? All right, how do you do rejection? Look at your strengths. There's something you can do. There's something you've been doing. There's something you've been consistent at. You need to focus on it, all right? And then accomplishments also. They go hand in hand together, all right? So there are people, I was saying there are people whose exes look at them 5 years down the line, they're like, Omo, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how you've improved. I'm proud of the progress you're making. And it's not just progress in, activity so people can see you doing stuff. No, it is progress in being a better person. Remember, we are first human beings before we became human doings. Okay? You are a product of who you are, your being, not just your doing. If you focus on your doing, you're going to burn out. But if you focus on being, becoming, you will do a lot more because it's coming from the inside out. All right. So we have Catherine John. How are you doing, Ma? Catherine John. Okay. So Catherine John has a thought to share with us, and she says, learn to let go and pursue peace as much as it will be hard. Wow. Very, very, very powerful. Very, very profound. Thank you so much, Catherine John. And I totally agree with you, Mrs. Catherine John. She says, learn to let go and pursue peace as much as it will be hard. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. It's not easy, but it's possible. It's not easy. I said something, I think it was yesterday. Guys, I think it was yesterday we talked about, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We talked about, I think it was yesterday. We talked about, can you date your friend's ex? It was yesterday. All right. So we said, can you date your friend's ex? And there was something I said. I said, see, John Mason said, pursuit is the proof of desire. We don't know what you desire until we see your pursuit, right? Now, as much as it is important that you pursue the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you also must understand that you must pursue honorably. So, I have an ex, she introduces me to her friend as a guy. I never knew this friend until I met my ex, who introduces me to this other friend. Now, if 2 years down the line, I'm having feelings, we're broken up, it's just an honorable thing, especially if this ex is someone I still get to talk with and we're still cordial. It's just honorable. I mean, you don't really owe the ex, but it's just honorable for you to mention it. Don't be saying they put gun for your head, but it's just honorable. All right, and that's what Miss Catherine John is saying. She says, learn to let go. It's difficult, but learn to let go and pursue peace as much as it will be hard. You're not pursuing peace because you're weak. And you see, that's another challenge that we have in relationships. When ego sets in and people can't apologize, it's usually because we think that the person who does the forgiving is a weak person. On the contrary, it is the strongest person that actually forgives, because that person is dealing with hurt and rejection. But still in the midst of the hurt and rejection, you choose to let go. You choose to understand that, me say they step on toes, right? Me say they hurt people. So I'm going to pursue peace. I'm going to let go and I'm going to pursue peace. You're not pursuing peace because you're the weaker person. No, you're pursuing peace because it's just honorable. All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Catherine John. And also, we have joining us online tonight, Mr. Israel. Mr. Israel, allow me. See, I go use this mic, they do drum. I go deep. Hi, Mr. Israel, allow me. How you doing? It's good to have you on the live show. It's good to have you on the live show. And we're talking about how to deal with rejection. We've talked about the fact that you can't afford to walk in denial. You must accept the fact that you are hurt for you to actually heal. All right. Today, I was also thinking about something I wrote in one of my books. And it's the fact that time in itself actually does not change anything. Time does not, people say with time, or they say time will tell. Time doesn't tell. It is what you do in time that tells. It was Dr. Caris who said, Dr. Caris said that action is the switch of God's power. So everything, remember again, everything is at a state of, what's that word? Everything is motionless until an external force acts upon it. So action is powerful, all right? So let's visit quickly as we begin to wrap up for tonight. Let's visit quickly YouTube, all right? YouTube. Okay, it seems like Jerry Abuki has a few things to say. Jerry Abuki says one of the ways for you to deal with rejection is to maintain a positive outlook. Very important. Thank you so much, Jerry Abuki. He says to maintain a positive outlook. In other words, to be an optimistic person. Okay, to maintain a positive outlook. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you spend 2 years or 3 years with this lady or this guy and the person decides to call it off. That's not the end of your life. Remember, I said your life is not a sentence. Your life is an entire book. All right. So you don't pause your life. You don't stop an amazing life that is still playing out because somebody calls off a relationship. Okay. You maintain a positive outlook. You maintain the fact that, hey, this person is not able to deal with ABC excesses in my life, and that's fine. But I'm going to have someone who will be able to deal with it. And please, 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 when someone calls off a relationship, be responsible enough not just to point fingers and say, this guy na bad guy, this guy na player, or this babe, I don't know say na runs girl from day one. But guy, you spent 3 years dating, and you know say na runs girl. What are you saying? So don't be in a haste to point fingers. Look inwards. What did I do? What am I doing? How am I? How can I become a better person for the next person? Now, when I say the next person, let me be quick to qualify the next person. The next person does not mean that you go around in circles, have been a serial dater. That's not what I mean. But the next person in the context of having a positive outlook that my life is not over, I'm going to definitely meet someone who is amazing, all right? So Jerry Aboki also has something to share with us. He says, one of the ways to deal with rejection is to go out for clubbing, go clubbing, and meet new friends. You'll be amazed. This is therapeutic, all right? I don't club. I used to club, right? But you see, we're different people, we're wired differently. And sometimes, we talked about looking inwards, and that's true. But you see, there is nobody that has journeyed inwards for a whole day and came out happy. You know why? You will see excesses about your life. You will see things you are not doing right. You might not tell people, but you know the truth, and it has a way of demoralizing you. So how do you balance it? How do you balance rejection? Go out, hang out. Go for an outdoor meeting. Go watch something. Hang out, play a sport. Okay, Jerry Boki talked about going clubbing. If you go clubbing, you might not even go clubbing to dance. You could go clubbing to sit and watch people and just laugh with your friends, right? People do that. Some people just go sit, take drinks, and just laugh, all right? So do something that stimulates your mind and distracts you for the moment until you find the strength that you're looking for. He also said, make new friends. Make new friends and understand that, you see, and this is another part of it. I hear people say stuff like, I'm not ready for a relationship, and you ask why, they say, especially ladies, they say, I'm working on myself. And I respect that. Like, I respect that 100%. But the truth is this, there are a few things in your life that you cannot work yourself until you relate with people. Take, for instance, if you're struggling with patience, you can't learn patience being in your room alone. You must learn patience working with somebody that is probably too slow for your liking. Aha. So you see, when you are stretched, you grow. When you are stretched, you learn. So you don't say, I'm working on myself, and you don't relate with people. It doesn't work that way, all right? So meeting new friends has a way of not just distracting you, because when I say distraction, someone now will be watching and listening and saying, okay, if it's distraction we're talking about, then I can go and drink and get drunk. But you see, when you drink and you get drunk, you're coming back to the same pain, the same emptiness, the same problem. So that's not what I'm recommending. I'm talking about something that can help you in the long run, okay? So making new friends has a way of, it has a way of even extraing your life. You even begin to see things you need to change, all right? You begin to get impatient with this person, and then you remember your ex had told you about how he or she had to leave because they can't deal with your impatience, and you're like, okay, so this is not just about what somebody said to me. This is about what I'm discovering for myself as I'm relating with a totally different person. And you begin to make adjustments, all right? Jerry Boki also says, remember your success, very important. Remember your success. And I want to quickly say this. In rejection, please remember not just the bad times. Remember the good times, all right? When I hear people talk about their exes sometimes, I'm like, really? Like, you guys didn't always have a bad day. You guys had some good times together. No matter how much you want to paint this person black, you guys had some good times, all right? So focus on the successes, and that even helps you the day you get to meet your ex. There's no beef. I mean, except if your ex slept with your brother or your sister. As dirty as that, that's different. You can forgive such a person, but keep your distance. But I'm saying that you guys just didn't work out, maybe because of personality issues and all that. When you meet you're still good friends. You're still cool. Okay, you're still cool. Okay, so remember your successes, and I want to add, remember the good times you shared. Remember the times when the person was there for you. Very important, all right? All right, Gerard Boki finally says, know your destiny. Know that it's your destiny. Kai the one that magana destiny. Tunja, destiny. Kai Kariani, Baoni destiny. This Jerry Abokiba, he said he wants to follow his ex yesterday. He wants to follow his ex's friend. I said, why do you want to follow your ex's friend? He said it's destiny. Okay, nobody marries by mistake. You marry with your two eyes open. It's a choice you make to stay with someone. There are many women. You choose, I want to marry this one. You plan with this one. Destiny. Jerry, leave us alone. But okay, that's on a lighter note. Please, that's on a lighter note. But so Jerry says, no, I know that it's your destiny. Okay, it's possible. It's your destiny, all right? So as we begin to wrap up, man, we're out of time. Oh, my main man is alive. Oh, don't really how that is the rule. Even my dada. My main man is alive. Ideas Hub 360. Hi, Ideas Hub. I take God beg you. Are you a human being, an individual, or are you a community, sir? How can you only be Ideas Hub? How can you be a hub, sir? And you used to make sense, sir. Is it that people used to contribute ideas to share on R4M? We miss you, sir. Okay, Ideas Hub, it's good to see you. Ideas Hub said, rejection is a normal thing to me. Ewo, Baba, you know, you still get hurt. He said, rejection is a normal thing to me. Everyone cannot accept me, especially the myopic ones. So, we shall be accepting you in R4M. We are always happy to see you on R4M. On R4M. Okay, so that's a very good outlook to have. Very good outlook. Understand that rejection is normal. Rejection is okay. Everybody can love you. See, some of the most depressed people, check it. It's not that they are broke. Some of the most depressed people are people who are trying to please everybody. It is okay. And see, rejection sometimes is a blessing. Take it or leave it. Sometimes it's a blessing. You know why? Because your family members don't talk to you. beg you, leave this person, you no agree, till the person walks out on you and you are crying. But it's a blessing, all right? So, this is all we can take for tonight, Sally. I know some other people are going to be joining us, but this is all we can take for tonight. Sally, please do well to share this video. Share this video. Share this video. Very important, okay? Want you not just to learn, you guys who have been consistent followers, and we love you, and we deeply appreciate your efforts. We deeply appreciate the fact that you keep a date and time with us. Well, please would like to reach out to a lot more people. I mean, so much R4M has for you, and want to reach so many more people through you, all right? So please do well to share this video, even if you're watching now or you come on to watch much later. Do well to share this video, and hopefully this few thoughts will be able to help someone who is presently dealing with rejection. Okay, so I'll just go through it quickly as we begin to round off. Understand, number one, that you can't afford to walk in denial. If you're hurt, you're hurt. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay. You're human. If you're hurt, you're hurt. You can't talk about healing if you're living in self-denial, all right? Then self-care, very important. Engage in self-care, as Kilty got to share with us. Engage in self-care, all right? That thing you want to do for your partner, start doing it for yourself. Okay, take care of yourself. The truth is, when you take care of yourself, you look healthier, you will feel better, you'll be happier as a person, and then you'll be able to be a better lover yourself. Many people cram things, read things from book, and want to do it in life. It doesn't work that way. You must become what you are reading, okay? You must become what you are reading. It was Bishop Oyedepo who said that you can say what you heard, you can quote what you read, but you can only prove what you found, and what you found ends up becoming who you are. All right, very important. So also understand that rejection is a normal thing. It's a part of life. It should make you grow. It should make you grow. It should also make you do some SWOT analysis, check your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, and just basically be a better person. And there's someone out there who would love you, who wants you, who is looking for you, and really wants to spend the rest of his or her life with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all we can take. Sadly. Okay, so forgive me. For the next 2 minutes, we're going to round off. I have two amazing people, all right, who just came online. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry, this is the part where I'm supposed to do the drum, man. You did it earlier. Ladies and gentlemen. Why Lucky Dube no find me play drum for him? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for my boss. I said my boss. The only boss. That's not a Toyota Hiace 18-seater. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the General. Wow, I go breaking our camera one day. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the General. Good to see you online, sir. Okay, so I'm just going to read this. Somebody be wondering, all these things for General. Yes, it's not a corporate, it's General. Okay, so the General says, I've been rejected many times. Sometimes they show for your face. He said, I've been rejected many times and I've been accepted many times. Awesome balance. He said, I try to know the roots of the problem. Great. Because many people are hurting, so they transfer aggression. Wow. Wow. Very valid. Very, very valid. Very sweet and valid. Okay? So the General says, many times people are hurting, so they transfer aggression. As much as this is not validating you transferring aggression, but it is what it is. It's the truth. People actually do transfer aggression. And keeping this kind of perspective helps you to also forgive people easily. Thank you so much, General, for sharing that very insightful thought. We also have Zicha Jerusha Ilya. All right, so Zicha said, even God gets rejected by his own creation. Rejection is a part of life. That's coming from Zicha Jerusha Ilya. Thank you so much, Zichat. All right, and that's so true. Even God, how much more you? How much more me? gets rejected. But has he given up on his creation? No way. Does that mean, see, when you say you don't want to get married, it's your life, that's fine. But make sure you're making such a decision, not from a place of bitterness, not from you saying all men are scum or all ladies are bombastic rubbish. No. Let it come from it is what you want and you're happy, not because you're a bitter person, all right? Because rejection is a part of life. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a life that you should go back over and again, have some introspective sessions with yourself, be objective, be truthful, be honest with yourself, but don't dwell on the negative. Understand that there's a lot more ahead of you than what's behind you. Okay, this is the part where we draw the curtains, but the curtain is so far from my hand, so I can't draw the curtains. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the staff of R4M Studios and the management, Mr. Mo, what's in my name? Mr. Mo, Mr. Ola, all your, I won't call your name, don't worry, all your in the studio. We have behind the camera, Rex in the building. Old man, you man, they do peace sign, you might do peace sign. Okay, you're 49 this year. Go and marry this December. Okay, so Rex behind the camera doing an amazing job. We also have on the streaming system, Mr. Paul, good to have you. Great job you guys are doing. We also have Aboki doing a very good job. Great. Regina doing a very great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all that we can take for tonight. We're so sorry. We have a whole lot more, but we can't afford to do that. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much. Have a very pleasant night's rest. Tomorrow we'll meet again, 7 p.m. God bless you. I am prolific.